Like there are all these little nuances of things that have taken away from the Black family dynamic. And in so many ways, I think we haven't done enough to try to rebuild them. Everybody's getting more conscious and more aware of how important generational wealth is now. But I want to say maybe the last 20 years, there hasn't been like a big cultural push like there is today for us to be more conscious of the way that we're spending our money and more conscious of the way that we're investing so that when we do get to our older years, we can retire and enjoy being grandparents and enjoy just the rest of our lives, instead of having to work until you die, basically. Um, a thing that is very prevalent in my mom groups, though, is a lot of grandparents, they just don't want to do it. Like they have their own lives. They feel like I raised you, you are competent, you can do what you need to do for yourself. I'm about to go and live my life. I'm retired. I want to enjoy the rest of, my years, and I don't want to babysit your kids or whatever every other weekend, or have my schedule tied to your schedule so that your kids can not have to go to daycare. I see a lot of those kinds of complaints in the mom groups. What are you doing?
Writing stuff so I don't forget while you continue to educate us on your perspective.
Yeah, and that's a big complaint that like they have active parents and people in their lives, but they're kind of like, no, those are your kids. Go take care of your kids. Um, and that to me is obviously that causes a lot of tension, especially when you have someone who's struggling to take care of their kids alone and they need help and they can't get it from the people who they feel should be helping them. So I guess my next question is it realistic to believe that your family should help you, with your kids, regardless of whether you're struggling or not? Should they be available to help you?
Um, should it be? You says that realistically the family should be. I think I think it can be realistic. But I think the world, especially the world today, is just really, really hard. This COVID world, this work from home world, this modern woman world, this tech savvy. I think it's different. I think it's difficult. I think it can be realistic for people to come around, because we've had people at church all the time. Yeah, send us your kids for a day, maybe a couple hours. But the idea that they would take our kids, I think one was from like 1 until it was grade school.
Mm-hmm.
Like 1, we're not doing that. You're not taking my kid for 4 or 5 years. I think those are critical years. You can miss potty training. You can miss first steps.
Everything.
You can miss first words. There's a ton of stuff that you would miss in the development. I can look at our kids. I told you today, I was like, I don't know if our kids are smart or not based on whatever we got to go back for the 2-year thing, but they seem smart to me.